Howdy my friends, and welcome back to more Let's Play Gran Turismo 2. This is Sky Hurricane, and at this part we will be doing the Honda one-make races, but before we do that, I figure I just had to drive this beautiful Toyota Altezza LM Edition that I won from the Rome 2-hour endurance race. Because this is, you know, very possibly my very favorite car in this game. It's not the best, but as you can see, I got a 102 on one of the laps, so it's pretty good. And it's just, it's just such a pretty car, to me. I really like the looks of it. I guess because even though it has the racing modification, it just, I mean, it's a pretty plain racing modification. I don't know why I like that so much, but I do. But yeah, we are rocking and rolling here. This car handles really, really well. I think this is a pretty good lap too. But yeah, unfortunately for a lot of the Honda races, I'm going to end up having to buy quite a few vehicles and do a little tuning. But I'm not going to do very much tuning, so it shouldn't take very long. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my garage and sell this TVR Speed 12 that we just won. But look at that, we beat a Toyota GT1 by 17 seconds. Look at us. Look at us. I told y'all this was an awesome car. And Jaguar, we're not going to wait on you, my friend. We're not going to wait on you. Alright, so I'm going to sell that car. And that should get us back above 4 million. Of course, we're fixing to immediately probably go right back below. Of course, this is our last one-make race video, so that's good. Alright, our first one that we have to do is the NSX Trophy. And I actually don't have a plain NSX in my garage. And you do have to go to Acura, because the NSX actually is an Acura. Although in the first game, they were combined as Honda Acura. They were combined together. But in this game, they're kind of split. It's Honda's luxury division in North America. So, had to go to South City here, and unfortunately we can't get any of the used car prices, but let's just get the Type S0 because it is the lightest. This one weighs $27.99, and I believe the other ones are quite a bit heavier. Even the Type S, which is the most expensive version, yeah, it's $29.10, so yeah, we'll definitely go with the S0. And we're just going to do some very basic tuning to this. And I really love this blue. I really love this color here. Nice and peaceful seeming. So a little basic tuning, and I will just speed through this. Actually, I'm really surprised that this couldn't get a racing modification, because it actually had a racing modification in the first Gran Turismo. It's really a shame, actually. I don't know if any of the other ones have a racing modification, like the Type S or any of the other ones. Surely they do, though. It's really kind of a shame. But I just did some basic tuning to this. And so let's try this NSX Trophy. And I actually do have a racing NSX in my garage, but there isn't even a racing deal here, so don't have to worry about it. Yeah, just some basic tuning's all we needed to do. Apricot Hill Speedway, let's do it. Yeah, that's weird. It's like the NSX just gets no love in this game. I don't understand it. It's like one of the main cars in the first game, it gets a lot of love. And I really like the racing modification for this car in Gran Turismo 1. I actually could do a lot better with it. It just seemed to be a lot better car tuned to the max to me than the NSX LM GT2, which would just be very spin happy. But Apricot Hill Speedway reversed. This is our first time doing this track reversed. We'll be doing it a lot more though in GT3. It's such a pretty car though. Really like it. I remember when I was a kid and had the demo for Gran Turismo 1. The NSX was the only car, or that and the Corvette 96 were the only cars that you could actually drive on the demo. And I guess because of that, I just never really was a big fan of the NSX, because it was like, you know, I guess I was just bored because it was the only car I could use. So it really made it not very special to me, I guess. But it is a very nice car with really good handling. Kind of taking these curves a little slow, but I didn't really sink any money into this. You know, buying the car in itself was costly enough. Yeah, it's a really beautiful car. They're keeping up with me. Yeah, this is probably going to be a very long video, so I'm going to try to cut as much as I can from it. And I already know, because I kind of practiced off screen a while ago regarding the S2000. It can't get the Spoon S2000 that I have in my garage. It can't get a racing modification. And there is a racing race with the There is a racing modification race for the S2000. And so thus I'll have to buy another S2000 anyway. Now the special model S2000, which is 1 million credits, it actually it is able to enter that race, but I'm not going to get that. It's kind of overdoing it, I think. But I will have to. I mean, really, I don't think I'm going to sell my Spoon S2000, although I probably won't use it for anything else, so there's really no reason to keep it. But there's really no good reason to sell it either, I suppose, because I'm not maxed out on my garage, although I am fairly close. I don't think I'm really on max. Not unless there are a lot of cars I just want to show off, which I do, but it's just the time factor as well. The NSX Type S. Yeah, they're all good. The 91 was last. Yeah, the 91 and the 93 really aren't as good. They're heavier and they're just not as good. See if we can get a good little view of our car in action here. Nice color combination there. A lot of different mixed colors, which is neat. I like when they mix them up. Although it is sometimes funny when you have nothing but blue cars or whatever, or nothing but red. I know I kind of make a big deal about it, but I really, I think it's pretty cool sometimes. Just weird when it happens. But at least we got a decent amount for doing that. So next we have the Civic Race. So I do have a Civic in my garage that I bought from the used car dealer a while ago. So let's get in that thing. Alright, so our Civic Sedan 93. So let's get into this little baby here. 154 horsepower. It's very lightweight too. And probably has the same information that it has in the first game. It will cruise economically at high way speeds. Yet its ample low and mid-range torque makes it responsive and easy to drive around town. Oh yeah, I really like this car. I really like this body style of the Civic. And these cars are really heavy duty, and their engines will survive a lot of stress. I mean, I've heard of some of these Honda Civics having like over 400,000 miles, which is just amazing for a car to have that many miles on it and still be going. But we will tune this up, and I'll have to get all the weight reductions because we will eventually have to get the racing modification. And I don't think this is going to tune up very much anyway. Yeah, as you see, this thing really doesn't tune up very much. Not at all. I think some of the other Civics really will tune up a lot more. I probably got one of the worst ones, but I don't care really. Make it a little more interesting, perhaps. But yeah, I actually got it up to 221 horsepower because the Stage 2 was pretty cheap. And besides, some of these other Civics may be really tuned up a lot. I don't know. Probably aren't, but never know. Midfield Raceway, and I did get the racing modification, or the racing transmission just in case, because you never know. It's a good old midfield. Never know when you're gonna get that lovely test course. It's funny when they give me the test course, especially when I'm prepared for it. It's not so funny when I'm unprepared, but well, I guess it probably is. Probably is funny to y'all. Oh yeah, we're a little overtuned. Look at all these cute Civics. It seems like the sedan was the most popular route. Civic. I don't like that understeer, baby doll. Of course, you know, this is a car, you know, most front-wheel drives, definitely you want to get the racing suspension for so that you can work on their cornering ability. Mid-engine rear-wheel drive cars and stuff, though. Well, I don't know, then again, you probably, some of them like the, oh gosh, whoa. Some of them you probably want to make them to where they'll, be more stable, and you know, the opposite of what you want to do here with the Civic, which is very stable. Oh man, this thing's very stable. I actually really do like this car in Gran Turismo 1. They actually get up to like 259 horsepower with the turbo kit, which it wouldn't even get turbo in this. And I didn't put everything on it. The only thing I didn't do was the engine balancing and the port polish, which might have got it up to maybe 240 horsepower. So it was almost the same. Almost the same. Come on, Civic. Redlining it. Yeah, I bet if I didn't do that NA tune, I probably would really be having a hard time with this race, because, well, a lot of the Civics actually start out with about 200 horsepower, so even though I added a little bit to this, you know, it still is not much above that. Civic Type R, you know, definitely is better. Oh gosh. Pretty little Civic. See it on this little license plate there. Oh yeah, we got that. On the Civic Sedan. There wasn't another Civic Sedan 93. I'm really surprised the 3-doors didn't win, especially that 93 3-door. 3-door SI. Type R. The Type R didn't do so hot. Yeah, this car actually started at the very end, though, so yeah, it had to go through all the other ones. This definitely is probably the best. This is actually a really good car to start with. Really good car to start with, I gotta say. Alright, so let's get the racing modification for this thing after getting our 5,000 here. Alright, for some reason the little rectangles there, they indicate the color look green, but you only have red and Yellow. I kind of like the yellow. I think it looks pretty cool. Alright, so let's do this. Huh! Test course. That's hilarious. Well, a good thing I bought that racing transmission, isn't it? Okay, how wide should I make this? 15, is that gonna be... 15's probably a little too wide, but and actually I want to lower my downforce, because if you're wanting speed, the lower the downforce the better. No. Let's do 16. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. I'm gonna use a manual. This ought to be funny. How fast will this Civic go? I'm glad I put that N18 Stage 2 on it now, too. Oh, gosh. Come on, Civic Sedan. I put two of the same exact car in it, too. It's funny. We're a little more powerful. Hey, dude, that was not cool. That was not cool at all. They're probably all going to be clustered together. It's funny. Alright, how is this going to go, I wonder? How is this going to go? Well, we're going 149 in fourth gear. Oh gosh, they're keeping up with me. I don't like that. At least if they pass me, I'm not maxed out, so. Oh gosh. At least I'll be able to draft and hopefully pass them back. We're all clustered together like a happy little family. I'm gonna move up here where you can't draft me. How about them apples? Not that it really matters, because they're just drafting each other. Well, this is very eventful. They're just waiting on me to do something stupid, ain't they? That's what it is. Waiting on me to do something stupid. And knowing me, it may very well happen. Ooh, I can hear the little engines. I can hear them. The little engine that could. Can y'all not go any faster than that? I really can't believe that you can't catch me. Is it just a coincidence that that their max speed is right where as fast as I can go? Because I know if I was drafting, I would definitely go a little faster. This is so fun. Oh yeah, I'm not even worried about y'all now. This is over. Oh yeah, now y'all decide to try to catch me. A little too late. A little too late. They were all half a second. Less than half a second behind me, except for the 5th and 6th. Oh, that's funny. That was exciting, y'all. That was very exciting. I really like that design. It's cool. 3-door SI. That's the same design as in a Gran Turismo 1. Oh, the little Civics are so cute. See if we can get a good view here of our car in action. They all just followed me. It's kind of funny. It's like, oh shit, look. It's like they didn't dare pass me. It's just, I don't understand what was up with that. Look at them. I'm silly. Alright, so next we got, oh golly, Bait the Bait. And I'm hoping that my Mugen bait can get in that. I'm hoping. And I have put a few parts on it. But anyway, our Mugen bait. It's tuned up to 80 horsepower. I remember when I did that lightweight K-Cup, it was so hard. I don't know, me and this car really have not had very good experiences together, I will say that much. But I am, before even trying to enter that race, I am gonna see what else I can do to this car. I think it should be able to get a turbo kit. Oh yeah, only stage 1. Okay, well it's only 5,000, so let's get it. And I don't know what else I've done to this. I think I got only racing hard tires on it. Yeah, we'll just golly, 18,000 for racing. This is more expensive to tune up than the Civic, which in my opinion the Civic's much better. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. I think power probably. I'm sure it already has the racing muffler. I know it doesn't. Okay, that's a good cheap upgrade. It's very helpful. Let's see what else we can do. Okay, that already has that. Okay, well maybe we'll be fine. Oh. Apparently I had earlier bought the NA Tune Stage 1 instead of the Turbo Kit Stage 1. Just in case. Alright. I know I probably should have cut all that, but I wasn't sure what I'd already bought and what I had bought. Okay, beat the beat. Hopefully. I mean, we're just racing ourselves, so I mean, the beat obviously sucked against like the Daihatsu Mira and the other little granny cars that I had, but maybe when it's going against itself, it'll have a little better look. Okay, let's do this. It's automatic. Oh Lord, this car. I think I lost like 2 races, man. I've only lost 14 races in this whole playthrough, and 2 of them were with this daggum car. Yeah, I hadn't forgotten, but I have not forgotten. Beat, you've gotten beat. You've gotten beaten. The beat has been beat. Okay, yeah, I overtuned it a little bit, but well, better be a little over-prepared than under, I suppose. Because I didn't want to end up losing a 3rd race with this car. Which I may still do because this thing's so uncontrollable. Yeah, I would definitely prefer the Mazda AZ1 any day. Or the Suzuki Cappuccino. I'm sure with some modification to the suspension, though, this probably would be a much better car. You know, really the losses were my responsibility. Can't really blame it all on this car. As much as I would like to. Y'all, we are just baiting ourselves, Beat. You're actually making yourself look good. I'm impressed. Look at you reaching 100 miles an hour. Probably the first time in the whole playthrough that you've done that. Yeah, I think the other race I lost with this was when I did the event generator deal, and I did have some faster cars in that, and it didn't help that this thing maxed out at on like 80 miles an hour or whatever, and I had Red Rock Valley, which is a high speed course. Oh gosh. Very maneuverable. Very maneuverable. Whoa. Good old Firestone cars. Tires, cars, Firestone cars. Don't think there's ever been a Firestone car. I could be wrong, though. Oh, this car. Alright, at least we're almost done. That's pretty sad when it takes a minute and 42 seconds to get around Midfield Raceway. It's pretty sad, beat. It's pretty sad. Of course, the second lap will be a lot faster, but Michelin, Falcon. Yay, we made it. We made it. We're done with the beat forever. Well, I don't know about that. We may have to use it in another Gran Turismo game. Alright, so Type R meeting is next. And we only have to do the regular. We don't have to do racing on that as well. So, oh, this actually may go faster than I expected. I was expecting this to be an hour like the Nissan or Toyota was. Well, I don't know how long the Nissan was because I hadn't edited it yet, but the Toyota was like an hour. Alright, so Type R. The only Type R that we have is the Accord Type R. So, let's give this baby a chance. Let's see what it can do. Alrighty, so this, I don't know what it is, but most Hondas just really suck in this game. There's hardly any of them will get a turbo kit. I know there are some that do, so I know. But this one, obviously didn't. So just normal style, so let's see. I think an NSX actually could get in this, so if it does, we'll definitely be way underpowered. Okay, at least they didn't give us the test score, so that's always a good sign. Whoa, I don't know why this is set on 15. You know, most cars, when you automatically buy the racing transmission, most cars are set really, really low. But this one was like, whoa, 15. So you actually wouldn't have even needed to buy the racing transmission for this. It would have already been spread so far when you did the test course that you would likely not ever reach your top speed. You know, unless it's tuned to the max. The NA tuned stage 3 would actually give it above 30 horsepower, but so what do we got here? We got some Integras. We got a Civic, and we do have an NSX, which somehow I'm actually out accelerating it, but I think that's only because that Civic's slowing it down. I like the way this is handled. Of course, I've only driven couple curves, but yeah, this seems to, I really like this actually. I'm surprised. Yeah, it really wants to turn into the corner really nicely, so yeah, the NSX should kill all the other ones. Oh gosh, it's actually gaining on me, which is what I expected actually, considering it has a good extra 40 horsepower. Okay, I don't know this track backwards very well, and that may be another thorn in my side. Well, y'all are staying back there, but you're not really being too threatening, which works for me. NSX, I'm surprised you're not deciding to do anything about it. Because I figured you could easily have my car for lunch if you wanted to. They're just staying there, the same distance, the same gap. Oh, that's funny. I don't know where I'm gonna need to slow down. I don't know. Okay. I kind of like that curve. It's kind of fun to just cut into that. This little chicane's fun too. I messed it up last time though. I do a lot better on this track forward because I've done it so much. Actually, looks like the Civic passed the NSX. Which I'm very surprised at. Oh wow, there's... I don't know what happened there. Oh, the NSX did get second. Well, that 93 kind of does suck. I guess the few little things I did to this car really made it superior. They probably didn't tune the NSX at all, I would say. They definitely should have done better. Alrighty. I kind of like that red color too. Dark metallic red. Can't see my car. There we go. Good old Accord. Alright, we'll say goodbye to the Accord, my friends, because now we got to get into an S2000. So, like I said, we'll have to buy another one. So, we'll have to buy it. Alright, so here's the S2000. 33,800 credits. And this is the only S2000 that can actually do that race. Well, you could buy the S2000 special model, but don't think you really want to spend that much for that. You know, unless it's a car that you really want. I don't find it to be as good as like the Altets LM Edition or the RX-7 LM Edition or some of the other ones you can get. But let's buy this here. Now the Spoon S2000 I think can do the first race, but it just can't do that second race and modification race. Alright, so I just put the basics on this, and so let's do that first race. And wow, y'all, we are almost done. Almost done with the one make races. This is pretty much it. Hard to believe it, you know, we've come so far. Done so many races. So many cars. Alright, Grand Valley East section. Let's do it. Good old Grand Valley East. I like this little track. It's a fun little track it is. Hey, copy. All those colors you can pick, and you gotta pick mine. How dare you. Two red ones as well. Nobody chose blue. Or black. Wasn't black an option? I think black's real pretty on this car. I really like the Honda S2000. It is a very good handling car. You know, quite a change for Honda, you know, because Honda really never made a very, very sporty car. The Prelude was always the best thing. So you can't really count the NSX, you know, as it's really an Acura. Which Honda Acura are virtually the same thing. But Yeah, the S2000 is a really good car. Of course, it's nothing like the Toyota Supra or the Nissan Skyline, but it's pretty good in its own right. And it won't be turbocharged, so it definitely won't tune up all that impressively. I didn't even see what NA tune would get it up to, but I'm sure sub 400. Yeah, 143, that's pretty good. Pretty decent. Yeah, the Prelude is a pretty good car in itself. It's a really good car. Oh man, that was great. I always like the Honda Prelude. A lot of times it's one of my favorite starting cars for Gran Turismo 1. And it's a good starting car for this game as well. Almost there, almost home. Yeah, this thing really gets up to high RPMs. Weird, isn't it? Now, most cars redline around 8,000 RPMs or less. This one, much higher. It's weird how that one was over 2 seconds ahead of the other ones. How did that happen? That's weird. Alright, well, let's get the racing modification for this, my friends. We're getting our 7,000 credits here. Alright, so we have this one to choose from. Very colorful, I gotta say. Or we have this one. Ooh. You know, this is what I don't get. Why isn't this racing modification a choice for the Spoon S2000 that I have? And y'all, I promise it's not. I mean, why is it not, though? This should be an option for the Spoon S2000 that I have. And then that way I could have used it. Don't get it. And like, I know in Gran Turismo 4 you can actually sometimes buy this. Or, yeah, you can buy this from the tuner. The tuner area. But alright, let's do it. And before I do go to that race, that final race, this is your other option. You could spend 1,000,000 credits to get this. And it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But, you know, it's unnecessary. It would be big time overkill for this race here. Now, S2000 challenge, 10,000. Hopefully we're tuned up good enough for this. We were tuned up over good enough for the last one. Autumn Rain, our final one make race track. Works for me. Most of them chose the same design that I did. Well, not most of them. Well, yeah. Yeah, 3 out of the 5 did. I do like this design. The other ones are a little too colorful, I think. For my taste, anyway. Oh, I didn't even change the downforce for this. I should have. Oh well. It's unnecessary, as you can see. Oh yeah, let's spin it. If If I had increased the downforce, I'd be a little less likely to do that. Woo. Seems like they're kind of spread out a little bit. Spreading out. And that blue and yellow one like I have is really getting on up in the rankings. Must have a good AI driver. You still hadn't passed the other one. Oh, I think you did there, though. You know, having this design really can't make it any better. Well, I kind of sucked around that, but oh well, I'm just excited to be done, y'all. Now we can move on to funner things. Yeah, I think after this, I want to do the GT500 series. Yeah, I think we're going to do the GT500, and then we'll do the Grand Valley Speedway endurance race. Yeah, we're almost there, y'all. Almost there. Alright, well, no reason to watch that, really. So, yay, we made it. We made it through the one-make races. Golly, it took a while, but we did it. We did it. So yeah, we still have so we're gonna do those two things I just said, and then the last thing we'll do is the rally before doing the GT World. And you can see our percent there, 86.3%. So would you look at that, 91 cars, so we can still have 9 more cars. Alrighty, my friends, this has been Sky Hurricane. Hope you have a super awesome, blessed day. And as always, my friends, stay awesome. Join us for the GT500 next. Goodbye, y'all.